Hello everybody, my name is Cool Blue and I'm bringing out this video of me talking about some board games or playing a board game. And today I'm going to be doing my first video for Railroad Tiles, first playthrough. I was going to do a teach, but I was like, I'm just going to play it solo. I got a lot of solos to play through. And I'm going to try to do 2 playthroughs per video. So I'm trying something a little bit interesting here. We'll see how that works out. I'm not fully committing to that, but at least for the base game, I'm going to try to do 2 playthroughs because there's a lot going on. So let me go and switch over our view to our main view. And I'm going to be setting up for a solo playthrough. And for my other playthroughs, you won't see me do all the setup stuff. It'll be mostly done, but I just kind of want to show that it's not too much of a burden to set up. And Railroad Tiles, for those who don't know, is a sequel game to Railroad Inc. And your goal in this game is to basically score the most points. I did start recording this series already, and I'm restarting because I learned that I had a rule wrong. So I'm trying to do the correct thing, the noble thing, and just re-record the playthrough. Oh, also background music. Sorry, you thought you were getting away from it. All right, let me start our background music here because I like my background music. Without it, I would go insane. I know for some of you really don't like the background music, but my apologies ahead of time. We'll just have to agree to disagree. So when setting up the game for solo playthrough, you're going to basically take all of the components and put them in place. You will not need the pawns because you don't need those. And then also, there we go. Also, we need these ones, the pinpoint tokens, the player pawns you won't really need, so those are just kind of there. And I'm gonna shuffle up our time stuff here, and we'll put this little stack there. So that's gonna be unchanged. For our gold tokens, we're gonna take 3 of those. And for those who are wondering why I'm doing 2 playthroughs, I'm gonna do 2 playthroughs, one without the challenge that's in the back of the book here, the solo challenge. So if I switch my camera over here and show you guys what I'm referring to, when you're playing solo, it gives you 15 different, oh, that's out of focus. It gives you 15 different, I guess it is in focus, never mind. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It gives you 15 different challenges that you can use to just go ahead and try to give yourself a little challenge when you're playing solo. The first playthrough, I'm not going to play through with that. The second playthrough, I will play through with the challenge. This is just the way I decided to do this video. The game plays quick enough to where I feel like I can get 2 playthroughs in to have like a reasonably length video. So if 1 playthrough doesn't do it for you, then 2 playthroughs will hopefully do it for you. And by the time I'm done with this, I'll have played this game so many times. I enjoy it. I enjoy the experience, but I feel like I might be overplaying this game. So continuing on with the setup, I'm going to take 3 random starting tiles here, and these tiles will be goal tiles. I'm playing with the goals. These are goal tiles that at a certain point in the game, I will have to put these down into my play area. And when I do put them down, there's specific conditions that are associated with them. So for instance, this tile, which I'll bring on the other camera, the close-up camera, this tile wants to be a part of a city. I think it's the Megapolis tile. Let me go look up the name. Metropolis. Wow. Yeah, that word. That's that tile. And essentially needs to be a part of a city of 5 or more. This one is the temple, and the temple cannot have any car or train pinpoints. And then finally, we have the, ooh, that's crooked. Finally, we have the stadium, and the stadium wants to have have at least 3 traveler pawns in the tiles that surround it. So those are the 3. Those are 3 that are going to be showing through the game. I'll explain more about when they show up and why they show up. But for the most part, you're going to choose 3 of those. Those are my 3 here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All the tiles are in the bag. When playing solo, which is what I'm doing, you'll have only 3 options to choose from. 1 being 2, 1 being 3, 1 being 4. So there'll be 4 tiles here, 3 tiles here, 2 tiles here. And you'll also have a permanent star here on the first column and a permanent point here on that column, meaning that if I am to take this middle column here, I will get a free prestige point. If I am to take this first column here, which only has 2 tiles, I'll get a star, which I can use for future actions. I will start the game with the star as well. So everything's all set and ready to go. So let's go ahead and get this ball rolling. If you have not played the game before and you're trying to learn how to play the game, like I said, I'm going to be doing 2 playthroughs. So please stick around and I'll explain the rules as I go because the rules aren't super complicated. But keep in mind that I'm playing this from a solo perspective. If you play with multiple players, it's slightly different. There's a lot of videos out there that explain how multiplayer works. So I'm not going to bother. There, take that. All right, so starting off with the initial round, we'll flip over that tile, and depending on what that tile is, will determine what I need to do. So this tile goes into what's called the waiting room, and this is going to be a tile that represents the traveler, which is the red one. That'll make more sense as we get more tiles. But this tile also has a very key thing on it, and I'll bring it over here so I can bring it to our zoomed in view just because I can, which is right here. And that little thing is a flag. So let me zoom in more because I can. Ooh, that was disjointing. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to focus. It's not focusing. I know I can focus more than that. All right, we'll zoom out a little bit. We'll give it a little bit more of a chance. Anyway, so that little flag that it has right there will represent the tiles that I have. So when that little flag comes up and it pinpoints, that means that I'll need to place my goal tile here, or objective tile is what it's called. And in this case, it's my first tile, and I'll put it there. You'll also know, especially if you played this game multiplayer before, you'll know that I'm not starting with the starting tile. That's because when you're playing solo, you do not start with the start tile. That is one of the things that they call out specifically. So, and in any regard, I need to pick one of these tiles to start with right now because this tells me to place one of my objective tiles, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I think I'm gonna place this one here for the city. That's my first tile that I placed. And now that I've done that, I'm going to reveal the tiles for the game here for my first round. And two more, like so. And now I get to choose which one of these stacks I will take. And then once I take the stack, I will put them in my city, and then I'll continue playing. So that is the flow of the game. So let's see which one of these I want. I do want to build like a nice little city. That gives me a lot of starting points and everything. That looks pretty nice. It does not give me any travelers, but there's no traveler pinpoints between these three stacks. So I guess I'm not too worried about it. So I'm just going to take this one because I feel like it'll be a nice, reasonable start. It give me a lot of different pathways and whatnot. Now, if you're wondering, hey, Cool Blue, what was the rule that you got wrong and the reason why you had to restart the series? And to clarify, I'm trying to play through all the expansions, and I made it through to, I think I finished playing the lakes. No, that's not true. What was the last one I played? Oh, Countryside. So I only made it 2 expansions in before I found out that I played a rule wrong. And that rule that I played wrong was how these are connected. So I'll explain more of this when it becomes relevant a little bit later. But for the most part, stations, these are stations. These are stations, these little crossroad connector things here. And stations do not interrupt the road that they're on as long as it's going from same to same. So what I mean by that is that this railroad, let's do it this way. What I mean by that is that if this was my build, and I'll bring this on the zoomed in camera just because I can. Like I said, we're doing a lot of things just because I can here. There you go, perfect. So if we look at this configuration that I have here, if I am to place things, if I am to check to see if I have a continuous road, for instance, this road is connected to this road, as in this is considered one continuous road, even though there's a station in the middle. Now, this road piece down here is not considered connected to this one because it's interrupted by a railroad track, but the station itself does not interrupt that. So subsequently, if I had this arrangement, which I don't, but if I did, that means that this road and this road will be considered on the same plane, on the same line. And the reason why that's relevant, and I'll explain this part now, I guess. Again, it'll come up a little bit later, but since I'm zoomed in, that's really relevant because later on, I do not have these tiles, but if I were to have these tiles, like so, this will really impact how I place pinpoints. So when you place pawns, which I'll explain later, you need to check to see if they have other pawns on other pawns that are the same. So in this case, there are cars that I'm looking at. So if I had this car already placed down here, and I were to place another car down here, this will score points based on how many cars are on the same road that it's on. And in this case, this car and this car are on the same road. They are interrupted by stations, but the stations, sorry, there are stations in the middle, but they're not interrupted by stations, is what I was trying to say. So that's an important thing to note because that's the thing I got wrong. It would have, I guess, somewhat significantly affected my scoring in some situations, and also my decision-making for sure. But I just wanted to explain that as to why I'm redoing these videos begrudgingly. not that I feel like it's a bad experience or anything. It's just, you know, I was kind of hoping to keep on keeping on, right? All right. Because I took that second column, I will get myself a victory point. And I checked in the forums to confirm all that. The rulebook also says that. It's just said it in a little bit of a confusing way that I missed. Anyway, I don't want to talk about why I got it wrong. I'm notorious for getting the rules wrong. So now I've done that, we're going to move this over. And we get our new tile. We get our new token. And that is going to reveal a train pinpoint. So again, that train pinpoint is in the waiting room, so it's not available for me. But now that we have a pinpoint that's in one of the 2 stations outside of the waiting room, we'll see what happens with that once we get to the bottom of this round. So for right now, we're at the top of this round. We've drawn our tile. We've drawn tiles, so we're going to choose our stack. And I think because I need to start getting some travelers for this one here, I think I want to kind of build another city. So scoring in this game will be counted in a few different ways. One is by having a city. So a city is considered at least a cluster of 3 tiles that have city backgrounds like this. So this is currently 1 city. It doesn't matter how big the city is. The city is 10 tiles size or 4 tile size like this one is. They're both worth 5 points each. And I can build multiple cities as long as they're not connected to existing cities. So the goal is to try to build more separate families of cities if I can. So with all that said, this is looking pretty good because it lets me kind of split a city off or spur the city off this way. And then also start preparing for this. But I kind of want a little bit more space between my little cities going on. So I'm also thinking that this one might be a better pick for me. And is this no, look like a countryside town. Anyway, yeah, this one is calling me, but this one is probably the better one. So I'm going to go for this one. Because it kind of does the same thing that I was wanting to do. And it gives me another, ooh, I didn't think about that. All right, hold on. Yeah, oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, that works. Because I wanted, the whole purpose of me picking that was so I can build like another city segment later down here. And I was a little afraid that it was going to force me to merge the cities. So I'm going to build it like this, like so. And I'm going to put this person spurring off up here, like that. Okay. So looking good so far. All right. So now we're done with that. I chose this one, so I get nothing bonus, except for the fact that I got 4 tiles instead of 3 or 2. Those go away, and now I get to place a pinpoint. When I place a pinpoint, I look at these 2 that are here, and I take those meeples, and then I'll place them on my map based on pinpoints that I have on my map. In this case, that's showing a single traveler. I can put the traveler here. When you place a traveler, you score points immediately, and when you place the car in the train track subsequently, you'll score points immediately. In this case, the score for this will be 1 + 1 for each other traveler in your entire network. So for travelers, they don't care if it's a railroad or if it's a road. They will still count all other travelers connected to the same network. For trains, they have to be on similar train tracks, and then on cars, similar cars. I explained the example a little bit earlier. It might make a little bit more sense now, but again, I'm going to keep playing because we'll get more of that as we go along. Okay, so that's going to give me 1 point for placing that. Also, there's a gnat. Shoot. Sorry, it's not a gnat. It's a fruit fly, but fruit flies. All right, so that's all done. Now we're going to move over to the next round. And this one's going to have me place another tile. I was kind of planning for this, but I didn't think I wanted it to show up right now. So I'm just going to put this up here like that. Yeah, like that. Now, another way to score points in this game is to have your biggest rectangle. At the end of the game, you'll score for your cities, you'll score for your biggest rectangle, and your biggest rectangle is your biggest rectangle that you have. So square, rectangle, whatever shape. And you get 1 point per tile in that sequence. So it's encouraged to keep things nice and compact if you can, but that's not always possible. So you have to kind of take the good with the bad. Okay, there we go. We got our selection of tiles here. And I'm liking this first one because it gives me that cross that I kind of want. But oh, I also like this one too. This one's nice. This one is a nice one. And it gives me more tiles, gives me a little more space to build out. Oh, I lied. I don't like this one, and also don't like this one because I don't want a car or a train pinpoint around the temple. So I think I might have placed myself in a corner there. Huh. All right, I'm gonna take this one, and I'll let future me worry about that. This one will score as long as I don't place a car or a train pinpoint around it, even if it ends up just looking like that. I do not have to surround it entirely, so that's a good thing to note. But I will do this like that, and I'll do this like that, and I'll do this here, and I'll do this as well. And that's going to be nice for me because it gives me a pinpoint or 2 pinpoints for cars that can give me some nice points a little bit later on once I get cars coming out. Okay, all right, so that's all done. I selected my tiles. Now I will do my pinpoints. So when I have a pinpoint, whether it's one that I can place or one that I cannot place, I can always spend a star to replace that pinpoint with something else, to swap it out with something else. So in this case, I will use it. So I'm spinning my star to substitute this person pinpoint with a car pinpoint. So it's going to be a train here for 1 point and a car there for 1 point. So it's going to be 2 points total for me. And that's it. Next round. It's going to be nothing there. Oops. All right. So here we have a selection of things and stuff. I do, oh man, this fruit fly is going to be the death of me. I do want this because that would be nice. I also want to start building out a city in this way. So I kind of want this one too. Man, it's a little challenging for which ones I want. Although, if I do get this stack, actually, yeah, I will take this stack. I'm taking the 4 stack because it gives me a little bit more flexibility, especially for this one here. Oh, wait. Yeah, I would need to, oh man, okay. Man, almost messed that up. So I need to put this here like so, because when this tile comes in, it's gonna have to sit like that. So that's gonna be good, so I can do that. And then I can do this number like so, and then do that. Since I, oh, nope, that's not how that works. I can do that, and then do this. So we know that this tile is gonna sit here. And I got my travelers all surrounding it so far, so that's gonna be nice. And then I can continue my railroad network down this way, like that. Yeah, it looks good. That looks good. I like it. All right, so I think that's gonna be a good one. So now we are going to move on to our next one. Okay. So, clear out these, and we get car and train. So car, train, this one is not connected to the same network as that one, so it's gonna be just 1 point. This car is connected to that same network though, so it's gonna be 2 points, so 3 points total. All right, we're all done. Also, for those who don't know, who are watching on YouTube, I do live stream on Twitch, so twitch.tv/coolblue. That's twitch.tv/CULBLU. So if you ever want to try to catch me live, feel free to. I try to shoot these on one shot anyway. So I live stream and then I upload it to YouTube afterwards. So if you're watching YouTube, thank you for watching. If you want to see it live, you can feel free to check me out on twitch.tv/CULBLU. I also stream with my friend who's on a different channel. I think it's Friendly Neighborhood Gamer. I'll link it in the description or link it in the comments. So, okay, continuing on. I'm not placing my last objective tile yet, so we get to put out new tiles here. All right, so we want to keep that reserved, right? I just gotta keep reminding myself so I don't mess it up. We got car coming up and no car spots, so I think it would be a good idea. Oh, I kind of, oh, no, this stack. I want this stack. Yeah, this stack is a good one. And that gives me a point for taking that stack. This stack is a good one because I can do this number, like so, like boom, and then bam. And that gives me another car on that network. And then I can put this on here. I'm still gonna lose out on one of the car placements, which is unfortunate, but there was no way for me to get 2 car placements in that particular take. So I got my point already, I think. Just gonna do that. I don't recall if I got my point already, but I was gonna assume I got my point already. If I didn't, then just put a note in the comments that I forgot to take my victory point. I need to remember to do that in the correct order because I always end up forgetting to do those. Anyway, placing 2 cars. So car and car. I can only place 1, so I put that back. I don't have any stars, so it's just the 1. It's gonna be worth 3 points though. Good bit of points. All right, and that's it for that round. So next round, we're gonna be placing our last tile. We know where it's going. It's gonna live right there. And I really gotta get those travelers around there, but I should be able to do so with the next round or 2 here. There we go. All right. So that is what we have here. I want a car. So I think this is my go-to. This is my go-to. So I'm gonna go with this one. We're gonna get, sorry, I'm gonna place these tiles first and then take my point. So that way I kind of keep it in order. Put that one there. And I'm gonna put this, uh-oh, almost messed that up. I'm gonna put this down here. Sure. And then we're gonna put this one, we can put it over here. It doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Put that right there like so. I'm surprised this has no trains on it, but that's how it goes. All right, so we're all done with that. I get my point for taking this one. Now I'll put the tiles away. And I get a car and a pinpoints, or sorry, car and a traveler. So I put my traveler here, and that's gonna be worth 2 points because he doesn't care whether it's road or railroad track. And then my car I put down here is gonna be on the same road as these ones, so it's gonna be 4 points. It does definitely make the scoring a little bit more fun, I'll say, when you play it correctly. All right, this is 10 points here. This is 3. There we go. All right, I placed my pinpoints already. We're gonna move on to the next round. And we got our next to last round. Ooh, that first stack is looking nice. Yeah, take it back. These other stacks are looking a little bit better. Always gotta straighten the tiles. I need one more city tile here. So I think this 4 tile stack is looking pretty good for me. I kind of want to do this one though, so I can connect this and get some points from there. It's a little risky. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this one. It's a little risky to try to push it that far just to get the tiles that I want. So it's better for me to just go and finish out the city like that. And also continue my square. That gives me 2 trains. 2 trains. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I gotta put that there. And then I can put this over here. Cannot put it there. I can put it over here. I doubt I'll be, oh no, I'm never gonna be able to finish that one. I'll put it there, like a nice little road segment. Okay, all right, so that's gonna be there. And now I get pinpoints. So the pinpoints are going to be train and traveler. So train and traveler. Traveler goes here, so 1, 2, 3, so 3 points. And then train is gonna be here, just the 1, so 4 points total. That's gonna be another 10. All right. And then last round. Got to make it count. Try to get the most points. Now, another rule that I didn't mention is that at any time, I can choose to refuse, and this is 2 times per game, I can choose to refuse a tile. Sometimes I'll do that in my very last turn, especially when it might just cost me more points to place a tile than it would to earn me points. But that is a rule that does exist for this game. I can do this car one. Oh, I can do this car one. And then finish up the city over here. It won't do much as far as finishing the square, but it will give me like a nice 5 more points because I have 2 cities so far. Yeah, I like that one. Although, let me think about this. So is there a benefit of taking the first column? I feel like the answer is no. Yeah, because then I can connect this. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can still connect. Okay, cool. Whew. All right. Yep, I can connect this like so. And then I can do whatever financial finagling I need to do to get that going. I can put that there. I can put this here like so. And I don't know why not. I'll just do it this way. Gives me another city. That's all I care about. All right, and that's it. Pinpoints. We get a car and a train. So a train for this one, and I'm choosing a car for that one. So I'll put this train here, which is 2 points, and I'll put this car here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives me 7 points. That feels good. 7 points. Scores are definitely higher here. All right. So now that I've done that, let me go and take a picture of my scoreboard here, now that I played properly. And let's see how I did. Let's see, where's my app? And we're only 27 minutes in. We already finished our first game. Look at that. See how quick this is, guys? Railroad tiles. We are doing just the base game. And prestige tokens, I have 29 points. Cities, I have 1, 2, 3 cities, so 15 points. Biggest rectangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 20 points. Opening penalties, this is where it's going to hurt. So every opening that you have left open is going to subtract 1 point for any over 5. So the first 5 are free, essentially. So I'm going to count how many I have and then subtract 5, and that's how many negative points I get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, let me start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I got 14 negatives, so it's going to be -9. And then star pawns, I have 0. Objectives, did I achieve my objectives? Each objective is worth 5 points. So this first one, I've achieved that objective, so I get 5 points for that. My second one, I've achieved this objective, 1, 2, 3 people around it, so I get those points. And then finally, my last objective, which is the temple having no cars or trains or pinpoints around it in its immediate vicinity. I do not have any of those, so I get another 5 points. And my final score is 70 points. Woo! 70 points. 7-0. All right. So that's going to be it for the first game. So let's go and clean this up and start our second game. Now, our second game is going to be essentially the same thing. I'm going to choose 3 different goals, but we are going to use the challenges that the game comes with. And there are 15 challenges, so I will roll a d20 to choose or to find out which one that I end up doing. I'm going to choose anything but these 3, so I'm going to put these 3 away. And I'm going to shuffle, get 3 new gold tiles. These are my objective tiles I'll have. And we'll put these over there. And we'll put these tiles here in the bag. And the reason why I'm doing a first playthrough without the solo objective is just to show that you can, and it's just as fun. Having the solo objective, I think, adds a lot of depth to the game. Sometimes not like fun depth, sometimes very silly depth of like, all right, I'm just doing this because the rules say I need to do this. This feels arbitrarily limited. So as a result, I figured why not just do both? Just kind of get a longer video. I don't know, seemed like a good idea at the time. And here I am, getting ready to play this game 18 times. I enjoy board games, what can I say? All right, so those are randomized, and now let's figure out our tiles. So these are the, let's zoom out a little bit. So these are the 3 tiles that we have. And the objective that we'll be using will be from this page. So first and foremost, these tiles. So these tiles, this one is the gas station. So I need to build a road. I need to build a road. This needs to be involved in a road or included in a road that is spans at least 8 tiles. So that's what that means. I didn't check, or I checked on BoardGameGeek to see if there was any commentary on if spurs could count or if it had to be a straight shot. So I'm going to interpret it as it has to be a straight shot, so spurs don't count, because otherwise it's like a gas station, it's supposed to be a highway. That's how I'm going to play it. But I feel like the game is not brutal enough to where it's forcing you into that particular corner. So as a result, spurs could count. So what I mean by spurs is that essentially, if my railroad or my highway for the gas station actually continued on this way, then the question is, do I get to count this? And I'm going to interpret that for this playthrough as no, just because I want to give myself an extra challenge. But I think the reality is that that's supposed to be a yes. So play that how you will. I'm going to play that this way because it's just more fun. Let me just continue tying my hand behind my back, huh? This one is the City Hall. The City Hall needs to have 2 tiles in all 4 cardinal directions for it to score 5 points. And then finally, we have the Central Station. The Central Station must be connected to at least 5 other stations, and this one's much easier to score now that I know the rules correctly. Because remember, if it's a station that's connecting a railroad to a railroad, then it does not interrupt the railroad network that you're building there. And that's also important to note because the station, the Central Station must be connected based on railroad tracks. So that is an important thing to note, important distinction to make, I should say. So yes, SAT words. Distinction is not a big word though. Okay, so now as far as what challenge we're going to use, there's 15 challenges down here. I'm going to roll a d20, and I rolled a 16, so I'm going to re-roll that. Oh, you didn't see that. It's got to land on the screen. Man, I keep rolling high. That one was a 19. Oh my gosh. Okay, 12. Jeez. All right, so I rolled a 12. So I'm going to do number 12. So 1, 2, 3. So strict ruling. So it should be 12. Let me double check. 13, 14, 15. Yeah, math is hard. Okay. 4 cities. 4 cities. Create at least 4 cities. That should be easy. Now, if I do not achieve the challenge that is here, which is 4 cities, yeah, with 4 cities, creating 4 cities, then I will score exactly 0 points. But if I do achieve the goal, then in addition to my normal scoring points, I can check to see how I do. If I get 60 points or more, then I got 3 stars. Yay, I'm good at building cities. All right. Okay, so that is going to be the goal or the mission here. I'm going to put that challenge over here to the side so I can kind of remind myself as we go. And let's go and get started. So we got our starting tokens, our starting objectives, and we will flip over our first token. Oh, I got to get my starting star. And of course, we are going to be starting with nonsense. So I'm going to start with the City Hall here. Start with City Hall. Man, I never get a chance to just get some tiles out first, huh? Wow, this is looking not great so far. All right, okay, there we go. We got some reprieve here. Thank goodness. All right, I got to build 4 cities that have at least, and those are things like this with at least 3 tiles included. Let me double check that, make sure I'm not getting another rule wrong. You know me, getting some rules wrong. Yep, 3 or more tiles. Okay, I was pretty sure. I was pretty certain on that one, but you never know. Those rules sneak up on you. So I think this stack is not good for me to take. If you have a situation to where you take tile or you take a stack and you're not able to place a tile because you physically cannot place it, then those tiles just go out of the game. They do not count as your refusals. Because remember, I can refuse up to twice to refuse to take tiles, or take a tile. So I can refuse up to 2 tiles, is what I'm saying. Refuse to place. So This one is also nice. Kind of helps me build the city and gives me some like options for railroad tracks. It's not helping out my highway build though. So that's why I'm tempted to just take this one. Yeah, I'm taking this one. All right. I want to try to avoid taking the 4 stack all the time, but it's just such a good stack. All right, we get this going like so, boom, and then we'll have it. Oh, actually, I'll do it this way because my brain works better this way, like so. I could have done the same thing on the bottom, but it made more sense to do it on top. And then I want the car connected there, like so. All right, so that's it. First round done. No pinpoints of place. So now we're gonna flip over the next tile, or next marker. And we got a car is on the waiting room. Okay. All right, so we got some decisions here. I want to get my network of roads built out. I also want to get the town hall thing taken care of, and also I need four separate cities. So I gotta keep that in mind. So with that in mind, though, excuse me. With that in mind, I think it is reasonable. I think it is reasonable for me to take this stack. Although I really want to take this stack because this lets me space things out. It builds my city up. My first city's built, and it gives me more like flexibility later on. These ones are okay. Like this is okay. This is not as okay because it forces me to put some stuff up there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this one. Yeah, this feels good. All right, like that and like that. So I can try to build a city out here somewhere, and these tiles will go away, and I get a star because I am a star, just like you all. You all are stars too. All right, I get to place a traveler, so it's going to give me 1 point. And that's it for the round. All right, so, oh, we got to place a tile. I'm going to place my gas station right there. So that way it's start and build. So, I'm going to do it that way. Because the way that I'm playing it, it makes more sense for me to put it over here. So that way it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm almost there. I need 3 more. Although what's stopping me from doing it this way? Actually, no, I want to do it this way because I want to keep my square going. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, same thing. And it's just going that way. All right. So I place my tile. Now we get our new reveal here. Oh, grab too many. I like dealing them out that way because it kind of mixes it up. Make sure I don't put too many similar things together, you know? Slicing method. Call it what you want. All right. Next round here. There's a gnat. Oh, shoot. I almost murdered him on camera. So close, so close. I keep calling them gnats, but they're fruit flies. I know. All right. I will make a move in a second. I'm just trying to consider, because this is looking really good. You know, I can start building a city out here because I need to get 4 of them. It gives me some nice roadage, so to speak, to kind of put for my gas station. It's looking pretty good. Okay, all right. I talked myself into it. What it does not do is it does not, it does not give me a reasonable connection point for my traveler pinpoint out over there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this, keep my square going, and then I'm gonna put this person up here like so. So that way that can give me some more points there. And then I'm gonna put this right there. Oh, that's gonna be hard, isn't it? It's gonna be rough. I'll figure out something for that. I don't know. We'll make it work. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Look, mistakes were made, okay? Mistakes were made. All right, but at any rate, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've accomplished our goal for gas station, even if we're playing with my more restrictive version of the rule. We took this stack, so we get nothing else. Ooh, ooh. Haha, I got him. I got him. Sorry, I finally got the fruit fly that's been bothering me. Take that, fruit fly. I think there's multiple fruit flies, by the way, so don't feel bad for that one. Sorry, I gotta place my pinpoints. That and that. So I will do this for 1 point. And I will do this up here for 2 points. Just like I planned. And now we move on to the next round. And that's gonna be my last placement. Oh, perfect, because I can put it right here. And then I can start working on my stations, which I completely forgot about. But we got our second city. We do need to get moving on getting the third and the fourth city. I think it should be doable for sure, but I need these tiles to cooperate. All right, they're cooperating a little bit. Oh, okay, they're cooperating quite a bit. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see. More city tiles, more city tiles. Okay. So, with this as my decision structure, I am thinking I want to get this connected in a loop using railroads. So, and I can also start building a city out here. So yeah, I think this is a strong contender here, a strong winner, I should say. Yeah, look at that. Boom, right, and then yep, perfect. Boom, and I don't know where this one's going. I guess I'm putting it down here. Boom. Okay, and I also get 1 point for taking that one. And we will be placing our tokens here. So we got car and train. So car and train. I will put the car here because it's going to be worth 2 points. And I will put the train on the train tracks right there. So it's worth 1 point. Okay. All right, now we're moving on to our next round. And what tiles are we getting here? Nice little shuffle there. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh man, look at that. Trash. Trash. Okay. I got a nice perfect square though. That makes you feel so good. Like it's just the serotonin running through my brain right now. It's just like, yes, look at that. Look at that square. Look at that square. Yeah, this stack could help me, this stack could help me connect this loop. And then kind of get these all connected for the station count. I really want to connect this loop because then I want to place my other railroad or my other train. It's going to give me 2 points there. So I think this is the winner. Trying to make big moves here, y'all. Big moves. So I think, how do I do this? This into here. So, no, I want to do this. This into here like so, right? And then I can do that. And that. Sure. Okay. I get no bonuses because I took the 4 stack. And now I get to place a train and a car. Place a car down here for 3 points. Feels good. And I place a train up here for... Place a train down here for 2 points. Yay, 2 points. All right. And that's it. Next round. I almost got my four cities set up. And I think I'm still achieving all my other goals too. What are my other goals? Oh, nope. I gotta get this. So 2 more tiles here, 1 more tile down here. Almost forgot about that. Man, I'm getting a little too lackadaisy over here. But this is 1, 2. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's currently 4. So I just need 1 more station to connect, and it'll be good. Pretty easy one to do. I can focus on building this out a little bit more. I don't really like this stack. So I think I'm going to take this stack because it gives me a city that I want. No, I like the stack better. Does not give me a city that I want, but we're getting close to the end, so I'm trying to be very like aware of that. No, I can't in good conscience take that. Yeah, I'm taking this one. Because it gives me a city for here. Oh, wow. Okay, all right. Just destroy my entire city. Thank you. Sorry. 1 moment. Ooh. Shoot. I want to fill in that corner. All right, I'm gonna hedge my bets. I think within the next 2 rounds, I should be able to get that set up. But for here, I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do this, which is also risky, but I'm gonna do it. I'm risking it for the biscuit. And my hope is that I can connect this back here, but this will give me some scoring for the car, so it might be a little bit greedy for me to do that. And then I'm going to do this. That gives me the 4. Oh, I need 1 more. It gives me almost the 4 cities that I need, and then this tile. Blah. I just put out here. It's not hurting anybody. Just go right there. Look at that. Next tile. Kind of a wasted tile there. I get nothing else, so now we get to do our thing. So car and train. I'm going to spend a star to change that to car and traveler. So car and traveler. So I can put the car here. That gives me 4 points. And I can put the traveler over here. That gives me 2 points because this is all connected. Yep, 2 points. I got a lot of 1s over here. This is 10. This is 3. So this is 6. So 2 3s. All right, there we go. And we're done. Next round. So I really need to get this tile filled in. So that's my goal. I'm looking for a tile. Any stack that gives me that, I'm a 4 city. Preferably, I'm gonna be happy. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's on the 4 stack. I'm not picking the 4 stack just because, y'all. It just happens to be the good one. Yeah, I'm taking that 4 stack. No questions asked. I'll figure out everything else later. Mistakes were made. That goes there, like so. And then this one can go here. Oh no, it can't. Oh yes, it can. This one can go here to kind of get my square going. And this one can go there. Man, look at this. Man. And this one can connect this way. So I think I've accomplished my goal now of the station. So we're at 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. Yeah. So we got our station connections. Perfect. And we do train and then train or car. So I don't like any of those because I have nothing but people pinpoints. And I need to do 2 more tiles this way. So whatever happens, I need to do 2 more tiles this way, which means I might not be able to get my perfect like square because I need 3 tiles for here. This feels good. But I got my 4 cities. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 cities. So we're doing good there. Cities are kind of close to each other. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a star to make one of those be a people pinpoint. Actually, no, I'm gonna save my star. I'm gonna take none of those. I'm gonna save my star because it's worth 1 point at the end of the game. I can spend the star now, or I can spend the star later. So I think, okay, fine. I'll spend the star now, so I can go ahead and put a person there, and it's gonna give me 1. This connects everything else. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe I'll get this connected. Oh, okay, I just put a person there. And then maybe I'll get this connected to get another person. I don't know. We'll see. Last round. Okay. And there we go. So we need just 2 more tiles out here. That's what we established. We want the least number of openings possible. I'm trying to see. I can refuse up to 2 tiles because I have not refused any tiles yet. Let's see. Can we finish this and do this? That's impossible. I think it doesn't make. It only makes sense for me to try to close up these gaps here because that's going to be 3, 4. So this allows me to close up a gap. Shoot. This is not panning out the way I wanted it to. I think this is okay, so I had to take this one or this one because these 2 are not really compatible. And, well, these 2 are compatible in a way that works, but it's not going to give me too much more flexibility outside of that. This one is nice because it gives me like a road. I can just use these 2 and just connect it out this way. And this one is reasonable because it gives me more people pinpoints. Oh, actually, no, I take it back. I want another railroad track. And if I connect it here, I can't connect it there. Shoot. Dagnabbit. Oh, I can connect it here. It's going to make another opening, but it's going to give me 3 points. I don't know if that's worth it. It's better to get a car. Yeah. All right. This is my take. I'm taking this one. Oh, I don't have any stars. It's better to place a car, but I have no stars. That's sad. So I had to take this stack so I can get a star. And, oh man, it's giving me so many openings here. Doesn't feel good. 3 more openings. Sorry, 2 more openings just for that. And the car is not even connected. Oh, the car is over there. The car is not even connected in a way that works for me. Okay, so that's going to give me a star, which is what I will need to score that. So this is going to score now for 5 points, so it's going to be good. I got all my goals. Got this one, got that one, and I got that one. For these pinpoints, I'm going to place the person, and I can put them down here, and that's going to be a part of the main network, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 5. So it's worth 5 points. And I can put a car down here, which is also going to be worth 5 points, but I got to spin a star. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And that's going to give me 10 points for that one move. That felt good. And that's at the end of the game. So let me go ahead and consolidate my points here. This is 10. This is also 10. This is 3. Man, 33 points. Whew. Playing by the actual rules is nice. As the cool kids say, it slaps, yo. I think that's what the cool kids say. All right, so we are playing with, ooh. Nope, I messed that up. Sorry, 1 second. I gotta start this over. None, save, and there we go. All right, now that I've gotten myself on the right foot, we're playing the base game, yep, and scores. So prestige tokens, I start with 33. Well, hold on. First, before we do any scoring, let's check to see what our thing was. 4 cities. Create at least 4 cities. That was what I need to do. And 60 points will get me on the 3-star side. So we'll see if I can get 3 stars. I'm pretty sure I got 3 stars. So I got 33 points just in this right here. Cities, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cities. So that's going to be 20 points. Feels pretty good. My biggest rectangle is definitely going to be this one here. So it's a 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 by 6, so 24. Opening penalties. None on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 11. Negative 11. Star pawns 0. Objectives, I got all 3. So this one I need 5 stations by railroad. So station 1, and then station 2, station 3, station 4, and then station 5 and station 6. So we got that one. For this one, we need to have a highway of at least 8 tiles, and I said I was going to do it in a straight line, so we can go all the way up here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. We did it. And then finally, this one has to have 2 tiles in the 4 cardinal directions for this tile, so we achieved that one too. And man, I knocked this one out of the park. I'm too good at this game, y'all. My final score is 81 points. 81 points. Whew. Really good at this game. Okay. All right, and that's it. So that's going to be it for this playthrough. Hopefully that was informative for those who are looking to see how the game plays solo. I enjoy this game a lot solo. For context, I'm not going to do this at the end of every video because I'm going to move on to the next expansion here in the next video. But I've played this game 35 times. This is my 35th time playing the game, so 34th and 35th time playing this game. And I'm still enjoying this game a lot. So I think this game has a lot of really good bones, has a lot of it's on a really good formula. It's nice to lay tiles down and do Carcassonne-like things, but ultimately I like this game a lot. I already did my little review that talked about the game, and yeah, that's how I feel about the game. So thank y'all very much for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments which expansion you're looking forward to seeing me play. I will be playing through all of them, so stay on the lookout for that. Also, if you want to check me out live, feel free to check me out on twitch.tv/coolblue. That's twitch.tv/CULBLU. Feel free to say hello while I'm live streaming. I don't have any regular schedule. I just kind of jump on when I have time. So you can subscribe to that so you can know when I'm live, I guess. But at any rate, thank y'all very much for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all whenever.